All right, so today is gonna be a little bit of a different one. We're not gonna necessarily talk over options in detail. What I do wanna talk about is what options to decide on with your first pair of boots. So we offer a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of customization, from height to sole to nice medallion toe caps, to straps and knife pockets on your boots, lace up, pull on, Chelsea's with elastic. There's a lot. We've done the math. There's literally millions of combinations of boot models you can make with our product offerings. But if you are new to our brand, recommend this to everybody, no matter how much you've done your research, how much you've looked into the boots. First pair of nicks you should be throwing on your feet, honestly, just go with the classics. Here's a couple examples. The classic BuilderPro go-to work boot. This will meet your needs for pretty much any situation. If you need to do it, you can do it in this boot. We've got other options like the Overlander, a little bit lower profile, still a logger style. These are kind of some of our tried and true models. The Robert, the Falcon are some other examples. When it comes to a new pair of boots, we get a lot of questions about sizing, about do I need mismates? I've had trouble with fitting before. Should I go with a custom upper? And we can typically meet all of those needs. But the honest truth is most people don't actually need mismates and custom uppers and all of these things. What they really need is just a good pair of leather boots with some sizing options. Most traditional footwear, you have a D width at most. Sometimes you have a D, a standard and a wide is what they'll call it. If you're lucky, a standard, a wide, and a narrow. We have you covered for sizing. You probably will fit into one of our standard last options. We have close to 300 different sizes available, more if you count the Thurman variations. So I recommend checking our DIY sizing guide, getting yourself fit, and pick the standard size from there. Because when it comes to mismates, custom uppers, and things like double midsole, pretty much anything that has to do with customizing the fit or profile on the boot that in a way that is non-standard, if that makes sense, those are not going to be returnable. So if you do a mismate, if you do a custom upper, you're kind of stuck with the boot, which is why I always recommend first pair of boots, go standard. A few other things to go over: safety toes, toe caps. I've had a lot of people, first-time customers, they've had cheap work boots, they've always fallen apart, they want to get something better, but they want a real work boot. They want something, it has to have a safety toe, it has to have a toe cap because that toe is going to wear out in their experience. Our boots, without a toe cap, the toe of the boot, 7 to 8 ounces, which is about 1/8 of an inch thick, which is really thick when it comes to leather. Your traditional cheap work boots, probably half that thickness, if not thinner, and heavily corrected grain, and is just much lower quality. Loose grain, which is more likely to rip and tear. They don't look for like splits and scars and things like that we look for that will compromise the life of the boot. Toe caps can look cool. If you want a toe cap because it looks cool, I get it. There are some potential downsides. I don't want to necessarily talk anyone out of it, but I do want to just be clear that you don't necessarily need it. I have never seen someone wear through the toe of our boots without a toe cap, just the regular work leather. I've never seen someone wear through the toe. If you want to get a toe cap, a few things to be aware of. It is a true toe cap, which means this is a whole nother piece of leather, 6 to 8 ounce leather, depending on the leather choice, over top of the first layer. So you have 2 layers of leather there, which means this part of the leather, part of the boot, is much stiffer than back here. Which means when you're breaking it in, you're gonna get some pressure points right about here. So you might get some pinky toe rub, you might get some minor discomfort, which again, first pair of boots, I would just recommend shying away from that. The most important thing is just to make sure you're gonna enjoy wearing the boots. Doesn't matter how cool they look if you don't wear them, if they sit in your closet. So I always recommend Falcon if you want something casual, Overlander if you want kind of that in-between of casual but still can beat it up, still has that good tread. BuilderPro for the classic work boot, Hot Shot, NFPA for fire boots, Robert if you want something with a little taller heel but still kind of a classic look. Those are kind of the go-tos. Some other things to talk through, hardware options. We have our traditional hooks and eyes. You can go all eyes. Again, kind of gives it a lower profile. Just be aware it's going to take a little bit longer to lace up. So there's a lot of things like that. Lineman shanks and lineman patches, toe caps, safety toes. Again, I've gotten a lot of customers who say, I want the toughest boot I can get. Guess what? It's pretty much this. You don't need to get much tougher than this. You throw lineman patches and toe caps and a lineman shank and a double midsole on it. Sure, it'll get stiffer. There's more leather, but God, that is going to be uncomfortable to wear. It's going to be tough to break in. You're going to have hot spots. It's going to cost you a whole lot more. And functionally, you're not going to get much more out of it. So if you need a lineman patch or a lineman shank because you are a lineman, go for it. If you're on ladders all day and you need a lineman shank, go for it. But if you just are thinking to yourself, I want to be that guy who has, indestructible boots that are never going to fall apart, the heaviest, most durable boots on the market, it's pretty much our BuilderPro with none of those things. And this is reliable. It'll still break in. It'll still work for everything you need to do. If you need a safety toe, if you're required by your work to have a safety toe, then go ahead and throw a safety toe on there. But I normally recommend to people, unless you are required by your work to have a safety toe, I don't really recommend it. It is one of those things though, safety toe is kind of annoying to have until that one time where you actually need it, and then you're happy you had it. So something to consider. With kind of all of our options, you can really go down the rabbit hole. I mean, you can go all the way as to, adding straps to a lace-up boot. Again, you can be throwing knife pockets on there. You can do two-tone it. You can do toe caps and all sorts of stuff. If you've seen any of our other videos talking over all of these options, we kind of go in depth into each of these sections of the boot and what they are. But really, this is what I recommend. The bread and butter, the classics, the ones will be reliable. We don't build anything that isn't meant to last. So you don't need to throw on a bunch of extra options on there to make sure your boot is going to be durable. Just a few things I wanted to go over for first-time buyers specifically. Check out our quick ship options, the legacy boots. Those are the tried and true. Those are the classics. That's where you should start for your first pair. And then maybe for your second or third or fourth or fifth or however many pairs of Nicks you end up getting, then you can start to get wild and custom and come up with some really cool stuff like this. I mean, it's not much. It's just the new medallion toe cap on of an Overlander, but man, it looks good. This is a really nice boot. So we've got those options if you want to get a little bit more customizable with it, but definitely recommend starting with something like this. If you have any questions on any of these options, feel free to reach out to our customer service department through email or through phone, or again, you can check out that buying guide where we go a little bit more in depth into all of these different options. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.